Thank you very much. Good afternoon. My name's Alex Caputo-Pearl. I've been a teacher in South LA for 22 years. Now the UTLA president. I've been a community organizer for 27 years. And I've got two kids who are LAUSD students. We look forward to continuing to engage you all in the priorities of our Schools LA Students Deserve campaign. You all saw about a week and a half ago, we had over 15,000 members and parents and community members and students come down to Grand Park to show their support for the priorities of the Schools LA Students Deserve campaign. And one of the things, obviously, that you're dealing with on today's agenda is potential layoffs. And I would hate to think that those are being put forward as a way to push back on the righteous anger and passion and frustration that were coming out at that rally downtown at Grand Park. I fear that if that's the case, it'll be kicking a hornet's nest rather than moving towards a solution. I want to talk about those layoffs for a minute, those potential layoffs. There are no layoffs occurring in San Diego. There are no layoffs occurring in Long Beach. There are no layoffs occurring in Oakland. There are no layoffs occurring in San Jose. There are no layoffs occurring in San Francisco. There are no layoffs occurring in Fresno. There are no layoffs occurring in Stockton, and I could go on. It is not right or reasonable that they are occurring in LAUSD. We've got 609 certificated layoffs coming, and potentially others to other bargaining units. We are in the middle of a national movement that many of us consider ourselves a part of to meet the social and emotional needs of students and the civil rights of students, and yet there are potential layoffs to social workers and counselors. We've got unprecedented income inequality and the need for job training, and yet there are potential layoffs to adult education. We've got 3,000 classrooms with over 45 students, according to the superintendent's class size survey, and yet class sizes could raise even more with layoffs. We're all consider ourselves a part of a national movement to help those who are the most vulnerable, our youngest students, and yet programs like SRLDP are under threat. This doesn't make sense. And it especially doesn't make sense in the face of actually having money. We know from the state that there is going to be an 8 to 10% increase in funding coming into LAUSD. And the legislative analyst came out recently and said that that is probably an underestimation of what will be coming in next year. We've got a second interim report that Ms. Riley, I'm sure, will go over with you today that says that your ending balance actually is several times larger than what it was previously projected to be. We have found in our document requests, you said that you wanted to open the books, so we've been requesting documents, and we've only got about half of those, so it's not exactly opening the books. But we've found the line more than once in district memos that money is unaccounted for and can't be accounted for. That's unacceptable. Out of nowhere, we seem to find money, tens of millions of dollars, to take care of the MISIS crisis and the MISIS fix-up. And now the superintendent's report that was attached to the second interim says that more money needs to be put away and not spent on classrooms in case MISIS is in fact going to cost us more. That doesn't make sense. There's enough money, apparently, to pay a legal team exorbitant costs to appeal what is a pretty much open and shut case around TGDC. Yet there's not enough to fund the classroom. And we've got general fund monies that were to complement bond monies in the iPad fiasco now freed up, and thank you for doing that, and those should go towards the classroom. Let's turn this district around together. That's what we're interested in doing. The Schools LA Students Deserve campaign has reasonable demands. There is nothing radical about capping class size. There's nothing radical about having counselors and nurses. There's nothing radical about competitive pay to recruit and retain educators or have more parent input at the school site level. Let's actually pay attention to those priorities turn the district around together, because parents and students are going to come to LAUSD if we are paying attention to those basics instead of having potential layoffs. Thank you very much.